Hello there. What political deviousness is this? The SNP leader, Nicola Sturgeon, now says she feels British. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe and then like and comment below. And why not buy a mug with my mug on it? How can anyone who continually inflicts the likes of Ian Blackford on us claim that somehow she feels British? But that's exactly what the SNP leader Nicola Sturgeon has claimed. The same First Minister of Scotland who separated out Scottish as a separate ethnic group in their census questionnaire, in contrast to the English and Welsh questionnaires that did no such thing. And the Northern Ireland questionnaire gave the option to tick all the boxes that apply to you. In the Scottish one, it was either Scottish or other British. Anyway, Sturgeon was at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival and told sports journalist Graham Spears, "This might surprise people, but do you know I consider myself British as well as Scottish?" Now this could just be a bit of soft soap. After all the hatred and vitriol her SNP and Indie supporters piled on Tory members when they attended their Perth leadership hustings a few days ago. But Sturgeon then went on to claim that if Scotland were to become independent, it would still be part of the British Irish Council, the BIC, and she would be attending all the meetings. Now, the British Irish Council is a body set up under the 1998 Belfast Agreement peace process to foster good relations across the whole of the British Isles. And in Strand 3, Section 2 of the agreement, it says, "Membership of the BIC will comprise representatives of the British and Irish governments, devolved institutions in Northern Ireland, Scotland and Wales when established, and, if appropriate, elsewhere in the United Kingdom, together with representatives of the Isle of Man and the Channel Islands." So that means that Scotland is only a member of the BIC because it is a UK devolved administration. To alter this would take an amendment to the Belfast Agreement, one supposes. And another bit that might need changing is, a secretariat for the BIC will be provided by the British and Irish governments, in coordination with officials of each of the other members. Surely Sturgeon would want involvement in the secretariat, for show, to look important, like having those so-called embassies. But why would the UK agree to this? Just think of what the aims of an independent Scotland would be. A Scotland potentially using the pound as its currency but having no say in monetary policy, that is, sterlingisation, all while trying to get into the European Union and the euro. It would all be about Scotland, not the greater good of these islands. We'd have Scotland with the one sole aim of buttering up to the EU by backing the Republic of Ireland in all things up to the hilt. And that would include trying to get the Northern Ireland Protocol rigorously enforced. And an independent Scotland would do all it could to stir up Welsh nationalism too. So I would conclude that Sturgeon sees an advantage in remaining a member of the BIC. But she now needs to smarm her way in by suddenly starting to act all reasonable. Or it could be deeper than that. To remain in something like the BIC, it actually might require an independent Scotland to become a full separate signatory to the Belfast Agreement. Or even have a whole new treaty drawn up along its lines. And if Sturgeon could achieve that, just imagine how much clout she'd have with the Brussels bureaucrats. Now, if the SNP leader is thinking of playing those sorts of games, she would need to take account of the unionist community in Northern Ireland. They are already on the edge, and more politicians tramping about and sticking their scheming hooters in could make the whole thing come unstuck.